Well, hello, TLP family, wherever you are in the world. What a round we've had finished this morning of the championship. It has been absolute carnage. It's just unbelievable. And he's been reinstated. He reapplied for his job. We've got him back. He's come back, and we'd like to welcome him back to the show. Welcome back, Aaron.
Thanks. Couldn't get the raise, though. I tried, but I couldn't get the raise. But, I'm back.
Mate, we'll pay you triple what we pay you already.
Oh, there you go. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, damn.
Oh, geez. It has been crazy. It has been crazy. I've invited the other boys on if they want to come on. We got, obviously, Pundit Punts. We got the table. We've got, it's been just holy dooly. I mean, seriously, I'm going to cover one game a little bit later, but, there's always things. But can you believe Coventry has gone away to Millwall this morning? This morning, my time, this evening, wherever you are in the world.
Yeah.
4-0. Millwall has been spanked.
Yeah, unbelievable. They absolutely hammered them.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I tipped because I usually tip the same as my picks on one of the websites. And so I usually go off of those, but I changed my pick. So I don't remember what I picked for ours. But in that one, I picked 2-0. I figured 2-0 they'd get, but 4-0 was,
You
got
did.
ugly.
You tipped 2-1. You tipped 2-1.
Did I go 2-1 in ours? Okay, gotcha.
For Coventry over Millwall. And then in the Leicester v Wrexham, you tipped 2-1 Leicester, which is why you got sacked.
That's fair. That happens.
Yeah. But and to be fair, I wasn't much more confident. I tipped a 2-2 draw in hope. But yeah, I mean, it's just been amazing. But I mean, there's been, QPR Oxford 0-0. West Brom's got up away over Norwich 1-0. Portsmouth 2-2 with Watford. Let's have a look at some others. Obviously we know we drew 1-1. Swansea won away to Blackburn 2-1. That's a good win to go away and win.
Mm-hmm.
Southampton continued Sheffield United's pain. 2-1 away win to Sheffield United. Sheffield United's played 8 games so far this season for 7 losses and 1 win.
Did you see their manager get sent off at halftime? He got a red card. Did you see it?
I didn't know.
He kicked a ball into the stands and hit a fan.
Now,
it's hilarious.
I just watched I'm going to go back and watch the whole game of Coventry v Millwall, but I just watched the highlights, and there was no one in the stands. Now, it's in a massive urban area, the Den. I mean, seriously, it's nothing for those fans to get to the stadium. So they did not show a lot of support for the midweek game. And then, Hull, Preston 2-2. But the one I want to talk about was the first game of the weekend, which was first game of the midweek, Birmingham v Sheffield Wednesday. And I really wish John was here because I just watched that. Seriously. So Birmingham's first goal was lucky. It come deflection. Stanfield got it, kicked the goal. And good finish, but lucky to get it.
Yeah.
Then Sheffield Wednesday score a couple of pretty decent goals. And then in the dying minutes of extra time, did you see that goal?
I did. Yeah, unbelievable.
They've got the keeper up in the box. They've got everyone there. The ball's ricocheting off everybody like a pinball machine, and they somehow score a goal. Now, how John must be just tearing whatever hair he's got left out.
Well, I know he posted on Twitter something. He was complaining about the positioning that they play one of their players in, and I just left a picture of the sack watch with the Bigfoot. I just left that. Yeah, I just left that that picture that I've posted in here in the Discord before. But yeah, he I don't think he's happy.
Seriously. But anyway, so yeah, if you even just go back and watch the highlights of that, guys, if you don't have time, you can get them straight off. I just Google the results, and the highlights are right there for you to watch. And just to see those goals, and you'll see what we're talking about. I mean, which leads me on to the fact that obviously this weekend we're playing Birmingham at home. And I'm going to leave everybody's tip results till the end on that one. But I've been saying it for the week now. John will be clipping it up like nobody's business, because if Birmingham beat us, I am going to cop the biggest razzing. But I'm saying it now, just in the mud.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, if you look at how things are going, it does seem like we're trending in the right direction, and they're not. You know what I mean? I feel like we're catching them at a good time. This is, I mean, and they've still got unbelievable players. They've got an unbelievable squad.
They do,
but
they do.
They just, I don't know what it is. They're just struggling. And this was the reason why I made the bet with John about the managers getting sacked, because last season, when they should have been absolutely destroying teams, they were just doing what they needed to do, and that was it. And he was happy. They never beat anybody 5-0. They never just destroyed somebody. It was always 1-0, 2-0, 2-1. They just weren't killing teams. And so I thought, if he comes in with that mentality into the championship, they may struggle. And right now they're struggling. And I don't think their ownership is going to let that last very long.
Well, I mean, their ownership went and stated that they think more money should be going to the higher level clubs in the EFL. Like, you know, I mean, seriously, like, I mean,
it's like, you know, I don't think enough people hate us.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's say something really stupid.
I'm going to really just annoy some people. I want more money. Me and my hedge fund and all my money, I want more.
Yeah, we need more.
Yeah. So just, a lot going on. A lot going on in the league right now. You know, and I'm going to, well, why don't I bring up the results, how they look now, from our last two rounds and where we end up. So if you want to look closely there, you'll see basically after round 7 and round 8, I'll just do the quick summary. Basically, we have me on 26, Paddy on 23, Aaron and John on 18, all of South America on 23, and Harry all over on 16. So poor old Harry fell behind you and John, and I know he'll be upset about that.
Yeah, he had a rough go.
He only got one right. He only got one right in the midweek. He did get 6 right on last weekend, which did beat you and John, who only got 5. And then you've had 5 right through the midweek, and as John. Poor old, the whole of South America had a shocker. They only got 4 right. So South America knows nothing about football.
There you go.
Yeah. You've heard it here first.
I always thought that.
Yeah. And Paddy had the best midweek result. He got 5 games, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games right, and two results for 7 points. I got 6 games right, but no results. So yeah, I was quite happy. But yeah, I think we'll call the season now. I've won. It's over. And yeah, so anyway, we'll see how that plays out. But we do have Sean, and this in the Discord, this is up in the Footie Tips channel. I've updated it this morning, the updated spreadsheet for everybody to see. And so we'll see how that goes. I have invited the other boys in, but I do have, now as you see, these are all blank. The only 2 people to get in their tips so far are Harry all over and myself. And I've got the text there in white for Harry all over and myself. And I'm going to do it. We're going to go in reverse order for you this morning, Aaron, or today.
Okay.
And we'll go Ipswich v Norwich to start off.
Ipswich v Norwich. The old farm derby, apparently, as it's affectionately known. So I think it's been what they say, like 20 years or something crazy since Ipswich has won, or maybe since like 2010 or something. It's been a long time since Ipswich has beaten Norwich. So it's this is a big one.
Bit of a bogey team, but and Norwich not been going well. So, what do you think?
I'm actually tipping Norwich has just not been good. So I'm tipping a 2-1 Ipswich win.
2-1 Ipswich. And then I will reveal now myself and Harry. Harry's tipped a 1-1 draw, and I've tipped Ipswich to turn this hoodoo around and absolutely spank Norwich 3-0.
There you go.
That's where I'm at. So then I guess we can now move on to Watford v Oxford United. Now, two teams that now just remember, guys, this is the last round before the international break. So we then have a couple of weeks off. So we have Watford v Oxford United. Aaron, what do you think? We have 16th versus 21st.
I'm gonna tip 1-1.
1-1, which gives you, and then for Harry and myself, we have 2-0 for Harry for Watford, and I've gone the same as you. Now, this is interesting, this next game. Swansea at home to Leicester. I could see the quality in Leicester, and I thought we did, and we could have won that game, in my opinion. But we'll have a bit of a chat about that later. But Swansea has been on a bit of a run.
Yeah.
You know,
Swansea's playing pretty well.
Swansea
not unbelievable, but pretty well. They're not bad.
Swansea in 8th, playing Leicester in 6th.
Yep.
At home.
Yep. I'm going with another 1-1 draw.
Okay. And then myself and Harry all over. Harry's gone 2-1 to Leicester, and I've tipped 2-0 to Leicester. I think Leicester are going to come out and just make amends for what they would think was a game they should have won against us.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my feelings on how they're going to come at this game. And I tell you what, looking at the quality on their pitch, and I chatted about it yesterday with Josh, their squad value was triple ours.
Yeah.
Triple.
Yeah. It's unreal. It's absolutely unreal.
Yeah. Now, moving on to this one, Millwall at home at the Den has not been good so far this season. Millwall currently sitting in 12th. So they're still sitting okay on the table. They've just been terrible at home. And they're going away to Portsmouth. So, maybe they'll feel good about that, who's in 17th place, who've had a draw and 2 losses in their last 3 games.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Portsmouth.
Oh, sorry. No, sorry. My apologies. Millwall at home to West Brom.
Yeah, I was going to say, okay. I was like, wait a minute. I got the wrong game.
Sorry. Millwall at home, terrible at home. I take it back. A little bit of looking at 2 things and messing that up. So Millwall in 12th at home, playing West Brom, who are all the way up in 4th. So it's going to be very interesting to see how they go.
Yeah. I am tipping the home struggles to continue, and I'll go with Millwall 1, West Brom 2.
Yeah, and that's pretty fair. I can see how you would do that. That makes a lot of sense. Going to be interesting to see where. Yeah, I've tipped Millwall to turn this around. Ironically, this is probably my ups. It's sort of I know they're playing at home, but it's an upset in my mind. West Brom sitting all the way up in 4th. I've tipped Millwall to win 2-0, and Harry's gone for the 1-1 draw. Ooh, okay, interesting. Okay, so now I was mixing these 2 games up. So Portsmouth at home to Middlesbrough. I mean, Portsmouth down in 17th on 9 points, drawing 2 losses in their last 3, playing against the top of the table. But they've had 2 draws in their last 2 games, Middlesbrough. So they're not saying their form's gone off, but they've just not been on that massive winning streak.
Yeah. I think Borough going to be a little too much for Portsmouth. I'm going to go with Portsmouth 0, Middlesbrough 2.
Okay. And then Harry all over and myself have gone 2-2 for Harry all over and 2-1 to Middlesbrough for me. So Harry's tipping the the fact that they can get a draw, but I'm with you on this. So.
Yeah.
Bristol at home to QPR. Now, here is another team, Bristol, in fifth. 2 draws and a loss in their last 3, but had a great start to the season all the way up in fifth. And QPR have had a pretty good run. Their last 5 games, 2 draws, 3 wins.
Yeah.
Tough one to pick this.
Yeah, it could be a good one. Although QPR looked abysmal today. They were not good. Ended up drawing 0-0. Offered absolutely nothing going forward. So with that in mind, I think I'm going to go with Bristol City at home 2-1.
So it was Bristol 2-1?
Yep.
And then Harry all over and myself have, what's Harry done? 1-1. Same. We've both gone for a 1-1 draw.
Go.
So there we go. So, yeah. Now, here we go. Preston at home to Charlton. Now, Charlton, the lowest of the promoted teams, came through the playoffs and doing the best of all 3.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nathan Jones, John's favourite manager, is getting the job done. I mean, they have a draw and 2 wins from their last 3 games, going away to Preston. So 9th v 7th, and 2 draws and a win from their last 3 games for Preston. So another pretty tough one to tip in.
Yeah, it is a tough one. They've both been doing really well. Yeah, I can't split this one, so I'm going to go with the 1-1.
1-1, fair enough. And this is, I mean, there's some tough games this round.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are.
Harry, 1-0 to Preston, and I've gone 2-0 Preston. I'm tipping Nathan Jones to have a little bit of hurt. I mean, the thing is with Charlton, if they get the early goal, they're almost impossible to beat. You might get a draw, but really tough to beat if they get the early goal. And that's key for Preston, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. I think, to me, like you said, there are a lot of tough games to pick this week. I think the other thing that kind of throws a wrench into things too is it being a 3-game week, 3 league games, not 2 league games and a cup game. It's actually 3 league games, so everybody's going to be playing their best players. So how do they look at the end of the week? You know what I mean? After playing 3 games, how strong can they go? I do wonder. I mean, I did tip 1-1, but I do wonder if Charlton, if their depth is good enough. You know what I mean? I wonder. I know they spent well, and I know they obviously did a really good job of recruitment in the summer to be getting the results they're getting. And Nathan Jones is a good coach, but just wonder if maybe maybe it'll hold them back a little bit. Preston, obviously they're playing really well right now too. So 1-1. 1-1's good with me.
Yeah, fair. So that was and then now Derby v Southampton. Derby down in 20th. Got the draw against us. Well done to them. They've had 2 draws and a loss in their last 3. Southampton starting to work their way up the table now, 14th. A win, a draw, and a loss in their last 3. And, so they're going away to Derby. What's your thoughts there, buddy?
Yeah, I think, Southampton got a good win that they needed, really. They needed that win. I think they're going to start kicking on and start going. Probably have just a little too much for Derby. Derby will try to set up to hold them up, but they're going to give up all the possession. So Southampton will probably have 70% of the possession. I think they're starting to get things figured out. So I'm going to go with Derby 1, Southampton 2.
Okay, and Harry all over and myself. I think that's a good tip, I reckon. Oh, there you go. I've done exactly the same. I thought I'm probably going to be about there. And and Harry all over, tipping Derby to get a draw against Southampton. Ooh. Interesting. Yeah, I think Southampton's quality is just going to start to show through. They're just going to start climbing the ladder, you know, and hopefully we're going with them because they're in 14th, we're in 15th. Now, Hull at home to Sheffield United. Gee, seven losses and 1 win for Sheffield United in last place, playing Hull in 18th, who've had a draw, a loss, and a win in their last 3, Aaron.
Yeah. They're it's a tricky one. I really like the striker at Hull. I'm blanking on his name at the moment. I've been watching too much stuff. I'm starting to get to where I'm forgetting everybody's names because I have so many names stuck in my head.
So much good football to watch, isn't there?
Unbelievable. So much. But yeah, United is just, I don't know what's going on there. But I don't see it getting any better. I assume I don't know what's the rule with the if you get a red card for a manager, that's a touchline ban in the next game, isn't it?
Yeah, be sitting in the stands.
Yeah, which not a huge deal because he'll still be in there for the team talks and stuff like that. No, I think Morgan can't praise McBurney. He's a Chester reject. Yeah, Ollie McBurney at a whole city. That was who I was trying to think of. But yeah, no, I imagine he probably gets one. And I'm gonna take Hull 2, Sheffield United 1.
Ooh, another loss for Sheffield United. And Luke Polymath counselling. I am using numbers. I'm an Apple guy, just so you know. So yeah, it's not Excel. It's numbers. So, and I have tipped Sheffield United to get a win away 2-1.
That's brave. That's brave.
Yeah,
Very brave.
Yeah, and this is why I'm leading the tipping comp, guys. Just saying. Yeah, I'll go totally tits up this round now. And Harry all over has gone for the 1-1 draw. So 3 different results there from the 3 of us.
Nice.
And you notice, like the guy that always cheats hasn't got his tips in yet. So wait to see what everybody else
He's waiting. He's a cheater. He's absolutely a cheater. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, and we can say that now because he's probably asleep.
Well, yeah, he's not here. He's not listening, so we can talk all kinds of shit about Paddy.
That's right. I told Aaron he was sacked when he wasn't here. Now, Sheffield Wednesday at home to Coventry. Now, Sheffield Wednesday will feel absolutely robbed against Birmingham because Birmingham are terrible. Worst team in the league. I'm saying it now. Worst team in the league, Birmingham. And coming up at home to Coventry.
That's how about you at the beginning of the season, you were tipping Birmingham to win the league.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, now they're the worst team.
I mean, but when it's 12 against 11, Aaron, it's not fair.
Fair enough.
The ref's always on their side.
That's right. Absolutely.
You know, so when John watches this back, and I know he will, you know, he's just going to be clipping up every little thing I say.
I know.
It's like, I'm in so much trouble if we lose. But anyway, Sheffield Wednesday at home to Coventry, and Coventry are showing quality.
Yeah.
In second place at the moment against, second last place.
Yeah. I can't see anything but a Coventry win here. This Sheffield Wednesday story is terrible. And again, it just came out. They've not been paid again this month, the players.
Yeah. And Barry Bannon has commented on it, put it out there for public consumption.
Yeah.
They just got to get rid of that owner.
They have to. I don't know how they're going to do it, but they need to. But I don't think. I mean, it's fun when they do well. It's obviously it gives us something to razz John about.
Yeah. Thanks for backing me up too, Bruce. Appreciate it, buddy.
Have a bit of fun with John, but it's I can't see anything but a Coventry win, so I'm going to go Wednesday 0, Coventry 2.
Okay, that's a nice. I'm going to call that a conservative tip. I think that's pretty fair.
Yeah.
And I have gone. So Harry has gone for a 2-1 win. I've gone for the controversy. I've tipped the draw.
Ooh.
Yeah. So we will see. We will see. It could go really bad for me this week, or I could gain a massive lead. Blackburn at home to Stoke. Stoke up in third, playing great. They've had although the last three are 2 draws and a loss, I still like the quality that they're producing. And they're away to Blackburn, who are all the way down in 22nd. So, basically second place, second last this week, third place, third last.
Yeah.
2 losses and a win for Blackburn in their last 3. What's your thoughts here, buddy?
Yeah, Blackburn's in trouble. I think.
And Luke, you don't know what you're talking about.
They sold too much in the summer and didn't replace any of it. So
yeah, Blackburn, silly transfer market season.
And Stoke, they're not on a great run at the moment, but pretty decent result. I think. What was it? They drew with Middlesbrough. Was that their last game or the game before? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure they drew with Middlesbrough not long ago.
Yeah, they lost to West Brom. They beat Birmingham because Birmingham's worst team in the league. Middlesbrough they did draw. Yesterday.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought. Okay, I was thinking it was yesterday. I couldn't remember. I think it's a good result. So I'm gonna take Blackburn 0, Stoke 2.
Okay, Blackburn 0, Stoke 2. And Harry all over and myself have gone for 1-1 for Harry all over, and I've gone a 2-1 win for Stoke. Now, exactly. Wednesday should have won, Morgan. You're right. That's robbed of a win, 100%. Best comment of the show so far.
I like this one. Ken is throwing this guy.
Well, King, we're gonna see. We're gonna see at the end of it. We're gonna know by the end of the weekend. My 7-0 prediction of Wrexham over Birmingham is probably going to put everybody, Anyway, so on to the highlight for us this week. Wrexham at home to a team that's in the mud. Yeah. Okay. So, what's your thoughts here, buddy?
My thoughts are Wrexham are trending up and Birmingham are trending down. So, I do like. And we can, after we get done with our picks, we can talk a little more about yesterday. And I'll go into that a little deeper, but what my thoughts were. But I think we're starting to put in some really good performances. I think the team's starting to get comfortable with each other. That system seems to be fitting us really well. I think Birmingham are just struggling. I think he's chopping and changing his lineup, trying to find the right where he wants to be.
Got too much to choose from.
Yeah, he's which usually you would think is a good problem, but they're not. It doesn't. I don't know. I've not watched them, to be fair. I've not watched any of their games, but just seeing the results.
What would you?
Well,
you're gonna watch one this week.
I'm definitely watching them this week, or as much as I can. Anyway, I'll be at work, but I'll have an eye on it. I'll have an eye.
No
on
work
it.
being done.
Might be some squirrely looking welds, but
I was going to say whatever you're making this Friday, mate. I don't want to be that customer.
But yeah, I think probably. I think we just get it done. So I'm going to go with a 2-1 Wrexham win.
Okay. Now I can't remember. I know I've tipped a Wrexham win. Yes. Okay. 2-1 for Harry, and I've gone bit more bullish. 3-1 for us. So yeah, there are the tips for this week from all of us boys. Anyway, Harry all over, Aaron and myself. And I don't know where the other guys haven't got their tips in yet. I've just checked our private chat in the Discord, and fair play to both John and Paddy, probably asleep.
To be fair, John's probably watching. He just didn't want to come anywhere near this after their result yesterday.
He's too scared to come on. And by the way, John has been invited onto Tactical Fortitude tomorrow.
Oh yeah, it's a good idea. That'd be good. Because I won't be able to be there tomorrow. Everyone, just so everybody knows. I will be in. Brandon has a football match, soccer match tomorrow, so I will be at that, and unfortunately won't be able to attend the show to Tactical Fortitude tomorrow.
Now,
so
where is it? Where is it? Have I missed it? Yeah, Joe Ross. Okay, Joe has asked, "What do you think?" I'm playing this out of my head right now, Aaron. That just wondering, do we still choose our pundits in the comments for the footy tips? Now, obviously, you had to have them in before the start of whatever round it was, after round 3 or whatever it was that I did it, and I've got the people in there. If we gave other people a chance to come in now, what do you think about this? Here's my idea, and everybody in the comments, feel free to comment on this. I'm thinking that anybody that did get their tip in by the due time that we said gets 5 entries into the draw for the winning tipster at the end of the year. And anybody that gets their tip in maybe over this international break, which will make the last one, just gets 1 entry into the draw.
I think it's fair because we set a deadline. We set a deadline for the others. I mean, I don't know. I don't remember who all actually got theirs in. So if you're watching
I've got a list.
All right. Whoever had yours in, let's see. I'd see what they think about it.
Yeah.
And, make sure they don't feel like that's unfair. But it would be fun to get some more people involved because there was only a handful.
Yeah, everybody. The only person in it's me. I just left myself. Everybody else didn't make it, so I'm going to win the prize.
There you go. I like.
No, there's only about 5 people I think in.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it'd be fun to get more people in.
Give more people a chance to win. And Bruce will attest to the prize that he got last year. It's a good prize.
Yeah.
Get
their choice of tipster in, Bruce. That's what I think there might have been a little confusion on that too. I think that there was I don't know. I thought we were pretty clear, but maybe we weren't. But because we didn't get near as many people in as I thought.
Yeah.
But
if you want to blame me, blame me.
Yeah. Blame Ken. I'll blame Ken. I like that.
Yeah.
It works for me. Don't blame me.
Aaron's just a sore loser. Because obviously right now, Aaron, anybody that got their tips in early that didn't tip me, well, they've already lost.
That's fair.
Because I'm way in front, like 3. I mean, I'll probably be behind after this weekend's rounds looking at my tips. But yeah.
But yeah, I think if you get your let's see, what was this? Aaron has all the looks though. I mean, I am a pretty man.
Sean, you've just been banned. That is just wait. I can fix this. Straight red.
See, Bruce didn't even get in this season.
No, Bruce didn't get in yet. So and so clearly there was confusion. So I think it.
Yeah, I think it's fair. I think like you said, the ones that got in when they're supposed to, give them 5 chances, and then anybody that gets in late, give them 1. I think that's fair.
That's fair. Or 3 and 1. I don't know.
Whatever. Yeah, whatever.
So yeah.
Yeah. So I'm good with that too. So what are we? Let's make this clear then. When do they need to be in by? When do they need to give their pick? Which pundit they need to give? They have to pick a tipster. So either pick.
So I will bring this back up. So here's the tip.
Go ahead.
And as you can see, they're in the Discord, in the footy tip thread. And this sheet's there, and you can scroll all the way through it. And what we did was after round, I'm just going to check, I think it was after round 3, we moved everybody back to 0. Yes. No, after round 4 it was. Here it is. Yeah, we started in round 5. And because as you can see over here, was my points, and then we brought everybody back. I got 7 here in round 5. We started in round 5, so everybody could see how it worked. And what you're doing is you're picking either myself, Paddy, Aaron, John, Harry all over, or all of South America, which is Victor. But I actually think it's all of South America. I think he's getting it out to everybody.
Bruce, in the Discord, there is a channel called Footie Tips. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, it's called Footy Tips.
Footie Tips. It's in there. I don't remember what subcategory it's under, but it's in there.
It is
yeah.
under, I will tell you right now, I'll bring it up. It is under the row Z on TLP. It is above furries and below champ chat matches.
There you go.
Yeah. So you can go in there, you can see that. Basically, what you can, and I update that every week. I put an updated sheet in there every week. You can then go and look at how everyone's going. So you'll see it. So let's say you have to have, so what you're doing, so let's make it clear for Donna, you're picking a tipster. And we're trying to tip the results every week. We get 1 point if we get the result, that we get the game result right, like who won, a draw, if either way. And then we get an extra point if we tip the score.
Yeah, the correct score. So, oops, this stupid thing.
Yeah.
My damn camera went off again.
No, that's better. Aaron just got more attractive.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So that's the way it works. And I think they'll have to have it in by the end of the next international break. And we'll keep re-saying this through the shows. Aaron's just going to reset and come back. So yeah, that's what we'll do. Yeah, Luke, I agree with you. I do want us to get out of a negative goal. Yeah, screen does look better now, Morgan. You're right. Ooh. Oh, and you're muted.
I literally just unmuted. This thing's being ridiculous. My phone's my computer's having a mental breakdown.
Donna, that is exactly right. You're tipping who will win. Now, last season, Aaron and I come hard out of the blocks. We were going great, and then Paddy just smashed us.
Yeah, he cheated. Paddy cheated. It's a commonly known fact. He definitely cheated. He was in collusion with the EFL and all the clubs.
Yeah, he is a cheat.
Definitely. Yeah.
That's why he can't live in Ireland or the greater UK anymore.
Well, and here's the thing: you can't trust an Irish guy that lives in Finland. You can't. I mean, that's
Marie. I'll tell you, everybody can put their pick in the Footy Tip channel.
Yes.
In Discord, in the Footy Tip channel.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's that. And we'll repeat it and give people plenty of chance to do it. Now the question is, how are we going to go this weekend?
How are we going to go this weekend? I think we're going to do well. I think we're in good shape. I'm excited.
Improving.
Yeah, I'm excited. I thought, you know what? Yesterday looked a lot more like I thought we were going to look all season. That was just where we were. I don't know how to describe it. It looked a lot more like, I know I've talked about this before. Like the matches we had in the preseason in the US, not this past summer, but the summer before, when we were in the US and we played Bournemouth and Chelsea. And just how, we set up in a low block, absorb pressure, hit on the counter, and we played really well in both those games. And we looked really good defensively. That's how we looked against Leicester. And I thought we were going to look like that for most of the season. And it hasn't been. He's kind of been the Parky's kind of went after it. And obviously we're creating a ton of chances.
Yep.
Scoring a good bit of goals. I mean, we scored in every game. But the problem is we've been a little open at the back. And so it's not surprising to me that he's kind of, especially against Leicester, it's not surprising that he decided to, all right, let's close up shop a little here, be a little more pragmatic. Let's, stay nice and compact and and keep our shape real well. And I thought we did really well. I mean, their goal was just, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but I think it was a mistake by Brunt. He come out, he didn't have to, and he come running at Jordan James, and they
And
did
it's
that little
funny
one
because they
two.
were really good at not doing that through most of the game,
Yeah, I know.
holding their structure.
Yeah, he just kind of it was like he couldn't help himself. He's just like, I gotta get out there, and he comes out, and it just turned it. And it was a great 1-2 with those two, with Jordan James. And I can't remember who the other player was he played that pass off of, but that was great. Great work by them. It was perfect. It was timed perfect to exploit the Brunt charging at him. Like, it was just perfect. If you watch the replay back, it's like he did. It was just
Yeah,
the time.
perfect.
There was nothing you could do, and it sucked because if you watched it, Brunt didn't even really need to do it because it wasn't like he was alone. You know what I mean? You had Ben Sheaf was right there. I think somebody else was pretty close too. So it wasn't like he was standing there all by himself and he needed to be challenged. You know what I mean? It was just, I think he thought he could nick the ball off of him. And Morgan said it was Daka. Yeah, that was the other one. And it was just, it was one of those, I hate it. And here's the thing too, Brunt played so well the whole game. So I'm not, don't take this as me burying Brunt. So I thought he looked really good for the rest of the game. There's just that one little mistake and it just, cost you. That's
all it takes in the championship, isn't it?
That's exactly right. It's the championship. And you make mistakes like that.
I'll just quickly, I see Joe and Bruce, thanks for cleaning that up for Joe in regards to the tips. You're exactly right. So that's fantastic. Interesting, because I thought, both Brunt and Max made a couple of slight errors. Brunt got really punished for his. On the plus side for Max, who I've been saying needs to get better at getting the ball out of his feet, was much better at that in this game.
Yeah.
We are looking more confident at passing the ball around at the back to open up and get the ball out through the right channel when we're getting pressured, which is good to see. And I think that, it was a classic game. It was a classic Wrexham game where we didn't need all the possession and made the most of the possession we had. I am seeing us slowly develop into a team that's getting more possession. But when you look at the quality of that Leicester side, you understand why they had all the possession.
Yeah, last night I never thought you're right. We've definitely, since we've changed the formation, it seems like there has been a bit of emphasis on trying to get more of the ball and keep it and not just give it away for no reason. A little less hoofball and a little more, let's work it up the pitch and hold on to it. And, that's been good. Now, last night, I think there's teams like Leicester, when we play Leicester, we're not going to have the ball. When we play Ipswich, we're not going to have the ball.
Yeah. And it's funny you mentioned.
I'm not sure about what we're going to do this week. It'd be fun. It'll be interesting to see how he sets up Friday, whether he sets up a little more open and tries to go at him and maybe press more like we did against Norwich, or we pressed him high and really went after him, or does he sit back like we did last night and try to absorb some? It will be interesting to see what we do.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and when you're playing the worst team in the league, you probably can afford to be a bit more aggressive. So yeah, but yeah. So anyway, interesting. James for Leicester, we were chasing him pretty hard.
Yeah,
and we couldn't get him.
Yeah,
you can't be unhappy about playing for Leicester. Don't get me wrong.
No,
but do you think he might be sitting back watching that game, thinking, if I was in that squad, they might have won an extra game or two?
Here's the thing: he's there on loan. It's not a permanent move.
Yep.
Well, you could always go back in for him next. Well, I probably not January. I don't know if they'd make him. I mean, they could. I don't know if they'd recall him. I don't even know if they can recall him. I don't know what. Obviously, I don't know the contract. What deal they made between Leicester and I can't remember who he was at. Whatever the French team was, he was at. But I could see us going back in for him next summer if he wants to. if they don't get promoted, they're going to be back in the championship. Depending on how we go, he may change his mind. He may say, you know what, I wouldn't mind making that move.
Morgan's, Rennes. You're right.
Rennes, yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm. You never know. He'd be obviously. We saw. Yeah, he was. I thought he was one of their best players last night. Myself, I thought he was fantastic.
Matt Alzin, looking forward to the Clearworth v Stansfield rematch. Well, that's if Stanfield does start this game. Who knows?
Yeah, what's that? I've heard a few say that he could be injured. I've not. I hadn't seen that officially anywhere, but I haven't really been looking either. So
I think John's down there doing rehab massages and icing him up and everything at the moment.
There you go. That's why he's not on the show tonight.
Yeah. You'll be right, mate. Come on. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
We need you. We need you. Because I'll copper from the boys if you're not out there on the pitch.
It'll be interesting. I'm gonna look it up. I want to see who they started today. Or yesterday, I mean. I'm curious what their starting lineup was, because I know they've been changing around trying to find their best setup.
Let's have a look. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Interesting.
So let's see.
Did you want me to put it on the screen?
Yeah, if you got it, bring it up and we can just look at it on the screen. Then we can check that out.
So, Captain Clara back there, Cochrane, Cash, and Isaiah Samuel behind in front of Allsop.
Mm-hmm. So they went with Iwata and Doyle, which Doyle is the one that John's been harping on him about. I think they've been kind of playing him out of position, and I think dropping him into that holding midfield role is a better role for him. So they went with Roberts on the right, Gray on the left. I know John really likes Damari Gray, and he got the goal at the end. And they started Stansfield behind Kyogo Furuhashi. And I know, I'll tell you what, Kyogo, that's a weird one for me. I remember when they first announced that they were in for him. I remember telling John that I can remember because sometimes I get into weird stuff, not weird stuff, but just different stuff. And I kind of go down rabbit holes.
Show, guys.
Listen, no, there was I went down a rabbit hole of Scottish football last season. I was watching a lot of the SPFL, and Kyogo was at Celtic for the first half of the season, and I think he was struggling a little bit getting goals. And I remember saying that to John. He's like, "Oh no, he's a great signing. They're big, everybody's big on him." And I was like, I just remember the Celtic fans at the time when they sold him, because they sold him to another team. It was another French team. They sold him to a French team in January, and I remember the Celtic fans being like, kind of happy that they were moving him on, because he just wasn't getting the goals like he usually did. And so I mentioned that John's like, "Oh no, he's gonna be great in it." And I was like, hey, cool, I hope so. But I don't know that he's scored yet. I don't think he's scored for him this season. And I'll tell you what, he looked fantastic against Ipswich in the first game of the season. I mean, I remember we all were watching him. It's like, and he should have had 2 goals that game. And we're like, oh yeah, he's gonna score. He's gonna score a load of goals in the championship this season, and he just hasn't. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, he's a great player. He gets in all the right places. He does he does amazing stuff with the ball, but he's just not scoring. So yeah.
And they had Furuhashi up front in front of Stansfield.
Scored against Sheffield United in the cup. Yeah, it wasn't that. I don't pay attention to what they do in the cup. You can't hold me to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, in the league he hasn't scored yet. So
they're not even in the cup anymore, Morgan.
Yeah, exactly.
Only the good teams are left in the cup.
That's right. Well, some of them are good. Some of them maybe not so much.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So you've been a very busy boy, mate. Been tough for you to get in and do some shows,
Dude, I
lately.
know it's been really tough. It sucked this week. It's been first I had my internet had a meltdown during the show last week on Thursday, and so I ended up just getting into my stuff about Derby, and internet goes out, and then I haven't been able to get back on just because Brandon had tournament this past weekend, so we were gone all weekend, so I didn't get to do the pre-game show on Saturday, and then let's see, Monday I was changing the water pressure tank in the house, so I wasn't able to do the show Monday night. Yesterday, what did we have? Oh, my daughter had a volleyball game, same time. Tonight was my only free night of the week, so I was able to get on a show. And then tomorrow, Brandon's got a game during the show, so I'll be at that. And then Friday, I'm at work while everything's going on, so I won't be able to do hardly anything Friday either. So
there's nothing going on Friday at work for Aaron. He's going to be sitting there with the phone going, "How we doing?"
Yeah. Oops.
Isn't it all done by machine now? Don't you just program it in?
Yeah, for the most part. Actually, today I actually had to weld some today. It was crazy. I didn't like it. But no, it was. Usually it's I push a button and I let the robot do it and just watch it.
Matt L's exactly right. Family first, Aaron, and by that he means TLP family.
I got it all backwards, don't I?
Yeah. So no, but anyway, well look, that's been a good show. Tips are up. Tips are tipping. We'll wait for the other boys to get their tips in. We have Josh. I know Josh wasn't doing a breakfast club today. Didn't need to. There really wasn't a lot of news. But he is back tomorrow. And we do have Tactical Fortitude tomorrow with our new Tactical Fortitude expert, possibly John, coming in because Aaron's got stuff on. And South America will be back to let us know how things are with all things Wrexham coming into Birmingham.
Oh, yeah.
And then the next day, we're into our game. We're early. So,
yeah.
Excited.
Yeah. Oh, man. I'm excited. It'll be a fun game. I'll tell you what, I don't know how you feel, but me just looking at it, this run of results we're on, I'm like, it's not, I feel like it's a free hit, Birmingham. If we lose that game, it's like, oh well. Because I'll be honest, if I'd have looked at the 4 games we just played, and you told me we'd get 5 points out of those 4, I'd have took it. I thought, okay, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
So Norwich away, Derby at home, Leicester away, Birmingham at home. So those 4 games, if you said you get 5 points, I'd be like, yeah, you know what? That's not bad. That's not terrible.
Our last 4 league games you're talking about?
Yes. Yeah.
So losing to QPR.
Well, not that one. But starting with Norwich.
Well, Norwich, yeah. Norwich. So we won against Norwich. We then had a cup game, which we beat Reading.
Right.
But take that out of it. Beat Norwich, draw against Derby, draw against Leicester.
Yeah.
Now, if we get a win against Birmingham, 8 points out of those 4 games.
8 points out of those 4 is a really good result.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, so,
fantastic.
And again, tough team to beat. And if you'd asked me at the start of the season, before the season kicked off, are we going to beat Birmingham? I'd say probably not.
Yeah, I agree. But like I said,
ask me today.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, we're trending up and they seem to be trending down. Matt Al says if we win, Brum's manager is in trouble. He might be. I know we like to. I did make that bet with John because I did think that they'd be more ruthless than we would. And I just thought there was a chance that they would.
If you get sacked this season, Aaron, John, you and John, it's going to be on.
Dude, I'm just saying. I could see them being ruthless, and I mean, I know Patty posted it in the Discord today. One of their fan accounts is already saying it's not working. Get him out of here. So their fans are already turning on him.
That's just fans fanning, isn't it? Like
I think
seriously.
so. I think
I mean,
so.
you look
But
at the Wrexham, all the Wrexham people saying Parky out and this, that, and the other.
that's
It's like,
fair. That's fair. But this was one of their big like podcasts that
yeah, okay.
it was a bigger. It wasn't just like if I
So
was to
it's
get on and say Parky
it's
out.
their
You know what I mean?
version of the TLP, is what you're saying.
Yeah. So that's exactly right.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well, guys,
I think we can get a win. I'm excited. I'm excited about Friday. But again, like I said, if we get a draw, I'd be happy with that. You know?
yeah, I can't wait to watch it. I can't wait to watch it. I think it's going to be a great game. Guys, if you haven't, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, consider becoming a member. $3. Yeah, $3 a month. It costs nothing. It's less than a cup of coffee these days. So have one less cup of coffee and become a member. One less cup of coffee a month to be a member.
There you go.
But anyway, so guys, really appreciate it. Aaron, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. And on that bombshell, we will see you all again tomorrow.
Bye, everybody.